Hey guys and dolls, so today I'm going to be doing a first impressions type review for the new Sigma eyeshadow palettes. And in the interest of full disclosure, yes, these were sent to me for review consideration. And I have to tell you guys, I'm really excited to review these for you. A few years back, I don't know how many of you will remember this, Sigma did a makeup line before. They had a bunch of eyeshadow palettes and a blush palette. And I have to tell you guys, I was not a fan. So if you want to go check out my old review, I was just really critical of them just because I didn't think that they were very good. And I knew how great all of Sigma's other products were, so I was just really disappointed with the makeup line. However, pretty much all of my issues that I had with the old palettes are gone. But yeah, there are a couple things about these that do need mentioning because they're not identical to other high-end shadows. So yeah, here's my little first impressions. So I've only had these in my hands for just a couple of days, and basically there are 3 palettes. There's this one here called Flare. This is obviously the one that has purples and teals, and I'm wearing this one right now. I will actually have a tutorial for the look that I'm wearing in either before this video or after. I'm not really entirely sure how that's going to work out. So yeah, the Flare palette's great because it has your purples, it has your teals, but it also has some neutrals kind of peppered in so that you can do a more toned down look, a little bit more, you know, bright or whatever. It's really great. And what I like is that the neutrals aren't boring. This isn't just a brown, it's a brown with kind of a green shimmer in it. This isn't just a brown, it's like a plummy gold brown. So kind of nice touches that they've done here. Another thing that they did with the Flare palette, you can tell it's probably my favorite, is this shade here is kind of I don't want to use the word duochrome because it's not technically correct because it's a pink with pink shimmer, but it has that brighter highlight that I like in some of my other shadows. This is the Dare palette. Brighter colors. This one I would say is a little bit less neutral, but there are some neutrals here that would be easier to use in just daily wear makeup. But there's also like some really fun yellow, and yeah, really great palette. And then there is the Bear palette, which is, I don't know if black really qualifies as bear, but you know, a couple of highlight shades, some browns of different types. There's a warmer brown, there's a gray color really. Yeah, lots of different shades. And I just want to give you guys an idea of how pigmented these are. This one's one of my personal favorites, Elope, dupe for what am I thinking? Blanc type, Catch, and Surrender. This palette, okay, amazing. I'll do a couple more from Flare because I love Flare. I'll do Allure, Gossip, Resist, and I'm running out of fingers, and Crush. Okay, pretty good. So these have a good amount of pigmentation. The colors are interesting. They're not boring, flat colors, which I think was one of the issues that I had with their colors before, is just that they weren't very interesting. I think that they did a really great job at creating interesting colors. These swatches all over me now. Whatever. Each palette comes with like a double-sided brush like this. This one's drying, so overall I just think that they did a really good job, but there are just a couple of things. The first one is that there is a slight smell to these, and I think it could just be like a new smell or something, just because these haven't been sitting in like a factory warehouse forever like most makeup does. So it's not really horrible. In fact, it's pretty much dissipated, so I'm assuming that it might just be from packing or something like that. So no points really docked off for that. The only kind of thing about them is that they are kind of powdery, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. The first day they were shipped, I was like, I don't know, I think they're kind of too powdery. They swatched amazing, just amazing, but then when I went to go use them on the eye with just my Too Faced Shadow Insurance as a base, this was just too dry for these to hold on to. So I've, you know, experimented a little with different concealers and different types of sticky eyeshadow bases. Today I actually busted out the Flash palette from Urban Decay from Makeup Forever that I haven't used in a long time, which is great because I actually never used this, so now I have a shadow to use it with. Yeah, I think that they're really good. I think that they're definitely worth the price that you pay for them. They're $35 for 12 ounces of eyeshadow plus a double-sided brush. I'm sorry, that's a great deal. There's all kinds of duplicates for high-end shadows, but I do want to mention that these are not the same as some of those high-end shadows because the textural difference. For instance, like with MAC eyeshadows, a lot of their matte shadows are very dry and kind of hard. That can be both a good thing and a bad thing. These become easier to blend, but then the MAC shadows are actually a little bit longer wearing, just because they're, I don't know, they're harder or dry or something, I don't know. They last longer for me anyway. Yeah, is there anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky, just be yourself. Bye.